A time that I had to deal with a difficult coworker is when I had a coworker who was constantly coming into work without their proper uniform on and asking me for bits and pieces of my spare uniforms. And I let it slide the first few times, but once I started realizing a repeating pattern, I let my supervisor know so they were able to best help this coworker in being more prepared to work. A time that I faced a significant challenge at work was when I was working as a barista, and sometimes people would get mad that their orders were cold or made incorrectly. And I often had people getting really angry, whether they were just not having a good day or they were running late. And as a barista, I have to understand that these people have stressful lives and they have things to do and places to be. So I always handle the situation very calmly. I remake their food or their drink. I'm very polite, and I make sure they walk out of the store with a smile on their face. A time that I had to make a difficult decision was as a writing peer mentor for Westchester University. We sometimes have students who are falling behind on their academics, and halfway through the year, we have to kind of have a conversation with these students of whether it's right for them to stay in the course or to drop the course. If they stay in the course, it might affect their GPA and it might not let them get into other classes that they need to graduate. So sometimes it is best to just drop the course and inspire them to try again and work harder. This is always a really hard decision though, because at the end of the day, it's not my decision, it is their decision, but it is my responsibility to help them through the course the best that I can. If I'm managing two high priority projects with conflicting deadlines, I would start them both at the same time and go back and forth working on the projects so they both get completed in a timely manner when they are due. If a coworker is consistently not meeting their deadlines, I would talk to them first and let them know how their actions are affecting me in my workplace and all of our other colleagues. And I would also let my manager know so my manager could give them some advice. If I received criticism from my supervisor or manager, I would really take in what they're saying to me and assess how I'm not doing good at my job and try everything that I can to fix what I'm doing to make the best outcomes for my company. If I discover a mistake in a report I have already submitted to a client, I would immediately tell the client and I would tell my supervisor to let everybody know that there was a mistake so no more mistakes get made. And then I would immediately fix the mistake and give the correct report back to the customer. And a time that I managed to complete a project on time when faced with limited resources and tight deadlines was in college. I had 2 jobs and I took 18 credits a semester, and I had a lot going on and I had a lot of projects at the end of each semester, but I always managed to stay on top of everything and submit everything before the end of the semester.